Except for the fat suits, they took about 4 hours to put the latex stuff. Yeah. Yeah. We've been to the gym since then, so we're doing fine.
Now, when Nirvana ended, did you have a clear idea? Did you imagine all this was ahead of you?
No, actually, the first Foo Fighters record was kind of a fluke in that I had a bunch of songs that I had demoed on my own at home with no intention of funding a band. I just thought that I'd go down to the studio down the street from my house, and I booked 5 days in the studio and recorded the 12 or 13 songs and wanted to release it on my own independent label with no names, no photos, not my name. Just call it Foo Fighters so people would think it was a group of people, a band, and just distribute it and see what would happen so that people would judge it entirely on the music and not someone that was in another band or a side project or anything.
Now, the next song you're going to do is Generator, right. And it features a voice box. Tell us about that.
It's a talk box, probably made most famous by Peter Frampton and Jill Walsh. Used mostly in the 70s, although I think people have been using them throughout the last 20 years. But it's basically just, it's a speaker inside of a metal box, and at the top of the speaker, there's a hole where a plastic tube comes up, and you put the plastic tube in your mouth. So when you put it in the corner of your mouth and move your mouth, it manipulates the sound. The sound actually carries through the tube. And then you put your mouth up to a microphone. So the sound goes from the little speaker in there, through the tube, into your mouth, and into the microphone. It's a pain in the ass, man. It's really hard to do.
No, I'm just asking for... I'm the safety officer for the show, and obviously got a few concerns about whether it's going to be okay, and the hygiene elements, obviously. But we're looking forward to hearing that. And thank you very much, Dave, for joining us on the show. Dave Grohl, ladies and gentlemen. Now we can look forward to hearing more of the Foo Fighters a little bit later on.